Okay, so at this session, we are going to learn or calculate mean, median, mode, standard deviation, and also coefficient of variation. So the first, we are going to calculate the mean, which sometimes called as average. From the sheet, we have we have data from three different groups, which are group 1, group 2, and group 3. So, to calculate the mean of those data, then we just simply calculate, so first we just copy the name of group as its identity, then then just write mean. So to calculate the mean, just simply enter equal, then average in bracket, and short the data, all the data from each group. So in this case, we start from group 1. Then enter. The same also for group 2. Equal to, then average, open bracket, and then sort all the data from group 2 and enter. For group 3, the same, still the same, average, and sort all the data from group 3 and then enter. So we are going to calculate median. Median is the same as quartile 50. So median, how to calculate median? Just simply equal, then you can say median, yes, and then group 1. Or you can also use equal, quartile, sort the data from group 1, and then 2, I'm sorry, 2, and then enter. Must be the same. It means that median is the same as quartile 50. So when people say quartile 50, it means they are talking about median. Okay? And now, Mode. Mode is the most frequent data. The most frequent data just equal, then mode, and sort all data from group 1, and then enter. Okay, so how to calculate median, quartile 50, and mode for group 1 and 3 are the same as group 1. So we can median, we just write median and then sort all data from group 3 and then type quartile bracket, sort the data from group 2 and then finally mode. Okay, I will left the median and mode for group for group 3 for your homework. And now we are calculating standard deviation. In Excel, we just type stdav and then sort all data from group 1. So to calculate standard deviation for group 2 and 3 is the same as group 1. So in short, we just sort the cell like this, so we can find data. We got standard deviation for all 3 groups. Now, I would like to explain the importance of standard deviation itself. What the meaning of standard deviation, what information of standard deviation on your data. So, standard deviation is usually used with mean. So, you use standard deviation to explain or to describe the spread of your data from its mean. Its mean, I mean. So, for example, we just make a graph. So I will copy this first and then paste them. Okay. So all groups have the same mean, but they have different standard deviation. So what's the difference between them? Okay, we can start from this. I will show you what information are provided from this. So, from the graph, we can add error bars and choose standard deviation. Oh, what happened? Oh, okay, no, there's no. Oops. Standard deviation. Okay. Then standard deviation, we put the number of value for standard deviation. Short the value of standard deviation, and then okay. Now they have the same means, but different standard deviation. For group A, so the longer the stick, then the spread or the more varied your data. And from this graph, the longer or the bigger standard deviation, then the longer stick you got, the longer, the more spread data you got, or the wider range data you got. Then compared to the shorter or the smallest standard deviation. It means that the smallest standard deviation you got, then the less variability of your data. Okay? Small variation. Any question? And finally, we calculate coefficient of variation, which is standard deviation divided by mean and multiply with 100. So we got 32 in person. Usually, the data with standard deviation less than 10 is assumed as homogeneous data, less variability of data. So our data from those three groups higher than 10%, then they are considered have variation, or the data cannot be called as valid data. Any question? Okay, thank you.